Hey sax fans, check out what I have got today. This is J Metcalf's BetterSax Classic that I've been sent, and I'm absolutely loving it. This is a sort of upper beginner priced instrument, but with loads of really cool pro features, so let's check it out. I've made a few notes here because I'm definitely going to forget to say everything that I wanted to say about the sax. So let me check my notes. First of all, without even looking at my notes, the first thing you can see is this beautiful kind of dark cognac finish of the instrument, which gives it a really distinctive look, like a vintagey type look. I love the look of it, and that'll really make it stand out from any other saxophone at this price range. And the other thing which will really make it stand out is, of course, the design of the underslung neck, which, you know, one look at it, you're going to be able to tell this is a BetterSax tenor. You've got the nice little, they've got a nice little bit of detail on the front of the neck there with the logo. You've got Pisone pads fitted throughout with metal resonators. You've got post-to-body construction, which means that instead of having strips of metal soldered onto the body of the instrument, which the posts are fitted to, the posts are soldered directly onto the body of the instrument, making it nice and light. It's not a really heavy instrument. Everything on the sax feels really nice and high quality. The action's really nice. The placement of where your fingers go feels really nice. The action isn't too heavy either. It's a nice light action, which I immediately took to. So it just feels like a much higher quality instrument than you are going to be paying for. You've got blue springs throughout. You've got black felts, which makes it look really cool and classy. And you've got this nice hand engraving on the bell, which is a nice touch for an instrument of this price point. And of course, you get a fantastic case with it, which is really lightweight, very protective. You've got backpack straps, sturdy zips. You've got a nice pouch on the front for all your accessories. So basically, there's so much good stuff that you're getting for the price of what is effectively an upper student price range instrument, but there's a lot of pro features, and this does not feel like a student instrument. Let me tell you, I would definitely be happy playing this as my second sax, and even though this one's on loan, I'll certainly be looking to try and make that happen. Let me tell you, I absolutely love this thing. Now, one more thing before we move on and start doing some comparisons. You know, that's the bit where I play every saxophone and you can't tell the difference between them. Before we move on to that bit, let me just talk about the mouthpiece that comes with the horn. This is the BetterSax Classic mouthpiece, which is hand finished at the Babbitt factory, where the famous auto links come from. And you get a nice little patch on the top of it. Now, this is a much more high quality mouthpiece than you would expect on the average student horn. If you bought a Yamaha, you'd probably get a Yamaha 4C. And there's plenty of videos on YouTube showing you how they sound. But this one is the BetterSax Classic, and actually, it's really good. So this is why I am playing the mouthpiece that came with the horn as my first demo for you. And I'm just noodling around. I don't really have anything set piece that I'm going to play. However, because it's a saxophone gear test, I have pulled out all the stops and got my posh microphone, which is the Ribbon AEA KU5A mic, which is going into a really high-end interface, which is the Apogee Duet 3. And I'm going into Logic Audio, no effects, no nothing, no compression, no reverb. This is exactly what you hear is what you get. So I'm going to have another little noodle just with the mouthpiece that comes with the horn, and you can see a little bit of what it sounds like. And then I'll put my mouthpiece on the horn where things should really take off, and then we'll compare it to my Selmer Mk VI. Okay, here we go. So as you can tell there, I'm still, getting 100% used to where where my fingers go, because I'm so used to my other saxophone, but it does feel very natural, and it really feels like the sound just pops out, a lovely big, lovely warm, chunky, responsive tone. So what I'm going to do now is grab my mouthpiece, which is a 8 vintage Florida Link, and I'm going to play the BetterSax Classic with my mouthpiece so you can see what that sounds like. If you want to, regardless of what saxophone you like, if you want to improve your saxophone playing across the board, go and check out my free Saxophone Success Masterclass. The link is right there. It's a whole hour of teaching covering a whole range of topics, showing you how to practice, how to get a better sound, how to improvise better, a bunch of licks and tricks. It can really move the dial on your playing quite dramatically and quite instantly. So go and check out the Saxophone Success Masterclass. All you got to do is fill in your email, and it's free for you to enjoy. Okay, back with the BetterSax Classic. So as you can tell from that recording, this is not a student sounding saxophone. This sax sounds fantastic, but that's not the point, because most pros can make most saxes sound pretty good. The point is it feels really good. It feels really responsive to me. It feels like there's loads of warm, fat sound available there. And most importantly, it feels like there's a lot of flexibility there for me to kind of create the sound that I want. I tried to mix it up a bit with my noodling there, doing a bit of funk and a bit of jazz and a bit of ballad stuff, just so you can kind of see the range that this horn has got. It's really, really cool. Now, how does this compare to my usual Mark VI? So for this, I'm going to have to play the same thing with both horns and flip-flop between them. What I'm going to do is, try and blur them out. I'll do the classic A-B vibe and see if you can tell the BetterSax from the Mark VI. And if you're struggling telling the difference, just bear in mind that the BetterSax is probably, 3, 4, maybe even 5 times cheaper than the Mark VI. So here we go. Let's check it out. So, can you tell the difference? You could probably tell some difference, right? But how much of a difference is there really between one of the most expensive saxes you can get and the BetterSax Classic? Well, I can reveal that the Mark VI was A and the BetterSax Classic was B in those examples. So, whichever one you thought was the best, or if you could tell a difference or not, it's kind of neither here nor there, because this horn plays great. I really love it. It's kind of like, well, what Jay says, he was aiming for the kind of upper beginner price level, but with pro performance. And frankly, I think he's really done a great job. So congratulations to BetterSax. This is a sax that I am not going to want to give back, let me tell you. So if you like what you hear, make your way down to the description. I'll throw some links in there of where you can get hold of the BetterSax Classic tenor saxophone. You are gonna love it, I think. I hope. I certainly do. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And in the meantime, like I mentioned before, go and check out my free Saxophone Success Masterclass. It's a really great way of improving quickly on saxophone. And for a bonus video and a lot more really cool content besides, why not jump into my Inner Circle membership? It is the guaranteed quickest way for you to improve your saxophone playing and have the best time with your saxophone this summer and through into the winter and for years to come. It's an awesome place to be. You're going to love it. It's a free 7-day trial. Go and check out the Inner Circle. Alrighty. Until next week, hope you have lots of fun, and hope you check out the BetterSax Classic tenor, and make sure that you practice hard, practice smart, and enjoy your music. Take it easy, guys. Right, this is really I'm going to start again.